I'd like to call this special meeting of council to order. It's Monday, December the 23rd at 10 a.m. and we're here in the Adelaide Metcalfe Township office. All councillors are present. Betty Ann McKinnon, Councillor McKinnon is joining us online. So welcome to the meeting.
Thank you.
Okay. Are there any declaration of pecuniary interest or general nature thereof? Seeing none. Could I have a motion to approve the agenda? Moved by Councillor Kingma, seconded by Councillor Nordoff. All in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. At this time, I'll turn the meeting over to our treasurer, Johnny Pereira, for the 2025 draft PSAB Public Impacts Report. And you can maybe break that acronym down for us as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Clark. Through the council, in accordance with the Ontario Regulation 28409, municipalities are to prepare a detailed report outlining the non-cash expenses prior to adopting a cash-based budget. As shown in the report, this just highlights the estimated surplus after adjusting for those non-cash expenses. So non-cash expenses we consider our amortization, post-employment benefit expenses, and solid waste landfill closure and post-closure expenses. We also adjust for PSAB items such as, or non-PSAB items such as debenture payments, transfers to and from reserves, and transfers from discretionary reserve funds as well as tangible capital asset acquisitions. Based on the PSAB reconciliation, we're estimating a PSAB surplus of about $1 million. Again, the township does operate on a cash basis, so there's no financial implications to this report. This is just describing the conversion from a cash-based budget to a PSAB compliant budget. The recommendation is to receive the report as presented. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you, Johnny. Are there any questions? Seeing none, we have a recommendation that the 2025 draft PSAB Budget Impacts Report, which meets the requirements of Ontario Regulation 28409 and outlines the 2025 operating and cash budgets in a PSAB compliant format, be received for information. Could I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Nordoff, seconded by Councillor Brody. All those in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. Next item up is 4B, the 2025 draft budget. And once again, I'll turn it over to our treasurer, Johnny Pereira.
Thank you, Mayor Clark. Through to council. Staff presented the 2025 draft operating and capital budget on Monday, December 16th to council. Staff received direction to bring forward the budget bylaws for consideration of approval of this morning's special council meeting. Overall, the 2025 budget results in a 4.66% tax rate increase. To date, no public response or feedback has been received. The recommendation is to approve the report as presented, but I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions? Councillor Kingma?
Thank you, through the mayor. I was going to ask Coulter, if I may, about the replacing of the John Deere backhoe. Is it likely that we would consider not replacing a backhoe with another backhoe and try for a different piece of equipment that can do largely the same things?
Yeah, thank you, Councillor Kingma. We actually we did look at a unit and demoed it this fall to potentially free up the tractor and backhoe, so it'll be like one unit taking the place of two units, because it has you can cut roadside grass with the front end loader. It comes on and off, so it is something that we are looking at to hopefully free up a piece of equipment. So I will come back with a council report in the new year with our findings.
Okay, any other questions? I'd just like to make a comment that thanks to Councillor Nordoff and Councillor Kingma, they were the two voluntolds or whatever on the budget committee this year, and Betty Ann McKinnon and myself for last year. So we'll keep the idea of rotating people through that, because I think it's really important that you understand the work that goes into this. And it is tough going line by line to look for efficiencies and cost savings when there's a lot of pressures and, we're always being asked to do more with less. So thanks to everybody for your contribution. And also, Johnny, thanks for taking the time to be available to meet one-on-one with individual counselors so that everybody had the chance to ask their questions and offer some input. So we appreciate that. So if there is no other comments or questions, we have a recommendation that council approve the 2025 budget and tax rate bylaws. Could I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Brody, seconded by Councillor Kingma. All those in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. Okay, and because this is a special meeting of council, that is the only item on our agenda for this morning. So we have a recommendation that bylaw 68 of 2024 regarding the 2025 budget, bylaw 69 of 2024 regarding the 2025 tax rate, and bylaw 70 of 2024 confirming December's 23rd, 2024 receive first, second, and third and final readings.
I'll move that.
Moved by Councillor McKinnon, seconded by Councillor Nordoff. All in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. And we have a motion to adjourn at 10:07 a.m. Could I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Brody, seconded by Councillor Kingma. All in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. Everybody have